Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the breakfast show. Indeed, we have a very interesting morning that we have. I suppose it is. Finally, we are seeing the market, the KLCI market, as well as the US market starting to break down, which is we've been anticipating this market. So let's take a look at what we have for you in this morning in our breakfast show. So let's get started right now that we see in here. So let me just switch to a wider chart so you can see from the left-hand side of the chart. What is really happening is the double top that we see, and then finally the red pentagon just drop out. Right now we are just at this hinge of being supported at 1440. Now, like it or not, there were a lot of talks about how this market's going to break down, or likelihood it will be supported. But let me know what you think by penciling those in your comments. So let's get started, shall we? And let's look at what we have for you this morning, switching back to a wider chart here. So this morning, I think the focus will be on the red pentagon that you see on top of me there, right? That red pentagon is the so-called, disappointment when we are ready to go up. But as I said before, for the month of August, market tend to look a bit more bearish than ever, so that's why you're seeing the double top, and then you had that red pentagon. Market started to sell down in here, which is actually a down signal in here. So look forward, I suppose, maybe not the right word. Be careful that the market will start to downtrend in here. And also check out, for those of you who have the trading wheel, FBMSC, which is the small cap index, as well as the FBM 70 for the mid cap stocks, and what kind of direction it's this market going towards that in here. We also review the hot sectors and also the stock FA collection that we talk about every week in our thing in here. No doubt, as usual, market undergo volatility, and that's why we need to. And of course, Pentagon Guider, which is really the heart of what you see here, is powering SmartRobie as we go forward. That's the engine, which is from the creator of volume spread analysis. Credit goes to Mr. Tom Williams that we have in here. And also together right now we have the official, also we launched the Pentagon Insider Buy and Sell. You can also check it out in our VSA 360 in here. So with that, let's talk about this morning where we are. So you can see from here, markets, to be frank with you, is just sort of holding on, looking bearish, can break down and go into a stage 4 like what you see in here, which I'm going to show you. That's where you can see this is a nice support in here, but a very, very thin ice, like a thin ice in the lake. Anytime someone steps over it, it's going to break down. It's going to just continue to fall. And also foreign funds outflow has begun. So with the foreign fund outflow, we've seen that for the past maybe 2 weeks to coming to 3 weeks, a lot of these were really foreign funds coming in, and now we're seeing the outflow. So market expect to sell down in here. Railway track is still up. That is the only positive that you can see here. Let me just show you what I mean. The railway track, this and this is up, but the market still, very, very thin support here. Can break anytime, but you already been forewarned. The red pentagon in here, and look out for sell off, which is the SO here, may break down. Watch out for that breakdown in here. And if you look at the FKLI futures, which is running on TradingView, which is a really front indicator, we are seeing lower high. You can see here, market could not go above this high and form a double top, and then red pentagon, and we'll be testing this 200-day moving average, which is still moving sideways here, right? And this support, again, like what we say, a very thin ice, anytime it can break down. But let's look at the support here. You can see 1445 and 1440, which is this support in here. And we have already 3 bar. Right, 3 bar in here, and many times we have also seen that if the market continue to break down lower, the market may have more than 3, maybe up to even 10 bars of downwards, which means in this yellow trend zone that you see right now, market may continue to go further down in here. Just be warned of the market ABC. And of course, like it or not, we are SmartRobie still able to pick up some stage 2 stocks, which is, what is it? it is a continuation of an uptrend, a stage 2 stocks. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up in here. Do appreciate the morning support that you have. Many of you have come, and that's where we want to see this market continue to go up. And let's take a look at some of those in last week, which we did talk about last week. We have Banwest, which is Borneo, Aqua Harvest, Muhiba, MYEG, and also Genting. I think those are done pretty well. So let's switch on to the wider chart here, and you can see from this side here. First one we have is Banwest, BAN West here. So we'll click it one more time. Right, hit the chart. And you can definitely see from here onwards, going last week. Okay, switch to 1 month. Now last week was the 14. You can see 14 was here. Yeah, 14 in here. It did pick up higher, made a very strong spring and holding up. So it's a nice one here for that one. So next one is Muhiba. I think Muhiba done pretty well. One of the better ones in here. And it also aligned with it. As I said before, those of you who came last Friday, I've talked about aligning yourself with the sector analysis. Very important to align yourself with the sector analysis. That's where you get the big bulk of the big movement in here. And of course, construction has done pretty well and still continue to be up this morning, also up 2% with a nice spring. We actually gone in around 69 cents when I first started talking way back when we were picking that for the live Facebook. And also our members tonight, we will have our weekly training at 9:30. If you're not a member, do join our premium membership for our members, and that's where we actually go in and pick up some stocks earlier on in here. And you can see from the Muhiba continue to go upwards. We got in about 69 cents early on and still up 2%, and also aligned with the construction in here. MYEG. Okay, MYEG is another stocks which is also in the stage 2 shares, hitting the chart here. Right, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate the support that you have. No doubt, I think 14 was this bar in here. Did hit a nice up bar, and of course did reverse back as we seen the foreign funds started to sell back in here. Right now it's about 80 cents that we see here. So let's see whether this thing's gone. And finally is also Genting. Okay, a reopening of the economy. I was up at the Genting. Actually, it's not too bad too. I was up there for a concert. So you can see from here again, similar to MYEG. No, this is MYEG. Let me just hit this again. Right, you can see here a 2-bar reversal at the top, and then market coming back in here. Let's see, we should have 3 down bar, but if we see what we saw overall with the market, as I said before, the overall market, the KLCI market is turning bearish. If this is going to be bearish, foreign funds was likely to sell the Genting, the MYEG, but the smaller cap stock may not be, because that's where the advantage of being the smaller cap in here. And I've said before, time and time again, even on our back testing, we have seen before, those stocks which is in the small and mid cap stock tend to do much better, in the overall market in here. So that's something for our members, and those SmartRobie might want to take note of this one in here. Nice pickup here. So let's take a look on this week on the stage 2 shares for SmartRobie. So let's go to the back and hit ST2 daily stocks. Right, so we have Econ Power. Let me see. Yeah, Econ Power Berhad. We have another construction and industrial product and industrial product. Those are done pretty well. 5253. Let's hit that one and look at the chart. All right, and hit the 1 month chart here. So you can see here a nice pickup in here, but if you have gone in during the first green pentagon, you can really stroke to the right hand side here, switch to a 3-month chart. You could have gone in probably just below 20 cents, and right now it's 28 cents. Pretty good, yeah. I would say that that's about 30 over cents in here for Econ Berhad to continue to ride on this one. Next one is CBIP. Now, of course, if you are unexperienced or are really a beginner, the stage 2 shares are those shares which is really in the uptrend sense in here. And if the market doesn't move in favor of you, you need to take evasive action, yeah, okay, because this kind of stocks can turn very, very fast one, right? Especially if those of you who are not used to it. You can see from here, since green pentagon, CBIP has moved up very nice. Switching to a 1 month chart also. They're also quite illiquid. This stock, you can see sometimes only 2,000, so you need to be very careful with these stocks. M Cement. All right, M Cement here, livestock prices, and hit that one too, and that also show you a nice big widespread bar move up there. And this is again industrial product benefiting from the construction that we see in here. All right, so that is the so for this week, not last week. Yeah, let me just change this again for this week for the stage 2 shares. Now moving on to our next topic will be more on the daily newsletter. You can get some of this topic that I talk about from a daily newsletter. You can screen that one. And also let's take a look on the Robie FA list. Now Robie FA stands for fundamental analysis. These are generally good fundamental stocks with good dividend and rating at least 3, 4, 5 and 6 and above. Let's look at the first one, FBI. And you can see from here, let me just share with you FBI, switching to a wider chart. So from last week, FBI seems to be here around just slightly above 260. And you can see this week, it did break up higher in here. A very nice one for FBI. And check out FBI too, right? FBI, what kind of dividend payment that is doing in here. Stock fundamental, just look on top of me here. You're able to see that. That pays almost a 7.8% dividend, 7.8% dividend, which is a really, really good one in here. All right, next in our list is Takaful, which is another insurance player. And you can see, lo and behold, the thing just started to move up. Take out the uptrust, overtake of the uptrust, which is really a good sign of the market really able to, pick up higher and go higher. And I do hope, let's take a look at Takaful. What kind of dividend is it giving it? Takaful, hitting that one. And stock comment, stock chart here. Here you can see it's giving it almost 3.7% dividend for Takaful. Good one too in here. And of course, for those of you who are with us this morning, good morning. Thank you for coming. And if you have any stock that you want me to look at, I'll be happy to look into it. And this morning, looking at the Robie FA collection trade ideas, there are about 8 of them actually. Many of them Uchitech, Hapseng, the usual suspect. But the one that I really like is Wellcore and KGB. You can see, first one is KGB, still, moving much in the sideways, but nice news that came out this morning. I posted on the newsletter in here. Make sure you check it out about how KGB has a very good back order going in here, and it's a bit reluctant, trying to hold back at 150. Let's take a look at KGB. All right, and the dividend that it has. Oh, that's a stock comment in here. Switch over stock. So you can see from here, 6 out of 8, 25, 13 times KGB, and 1.7% for the dividend that you see. Yeah, dividend that you see here, and also that's pretty interesting. Going where we are. Okay, and next we have the so-called next area is Wellcore. All right, let's take a look at Wellcore. Let me just make a note here. All right, so for Wellcore, started to move up. Let's take a look at Wellcore. So Wellcore going to the fundamental, right? And you can see Wellcore is also 5.65% in here. ROE of 31%. That's a pretty strong, isn't it? Very strong, right? And this is how we are looking in here. And okay, we have PJ Boomi. Jean want me to look at that? Sure, we'll look at that one. And any other members want me to look at, just let me know, pencil those in. So our unique proposition, our SmartRobie, is definitely the Pentagon Guider, which actually does give you the up signal and down signal in here, avoiding all kinds of complication that you may have with it in here, learning to judge your rate, and more importantly, use the SmartRobie Alert, right? If you have any stocks, like Jean want to put it there, just make sure you place your PJ Boomi into the stock. If you have red Pentagon, then you'll be alert right in the morning and also in the evening in here. And one way you can see that is when you see a blue cell on your watch list, that means there is an alert, and all the alert are sorted out by exchange. So if you have US stock, Singapore or Hong Kong, you can put them then in there. And once you see, and when you see this on your dashboard, on your front page, when you log into SmartRobie, you'll see that is highlighted on the investment, a little blue bubble there, and then you can see Pentagon Alert right? These are only alert once a day, so make sure you check it out in the morning, like just get up today, or the night before when the market just closes in here. So red pentagon be alert, and also check out on your notification in here so you'll know what is being notified in here. It's definitely a freebie for newbie, definitely a good one for that one. All right. So for summary, we can see the market right now again, like it or not, the overall market is turning bearish. The double top may move over to stage 4 very soon in here. So the Robie FA list will help you to collect dividend while waiting for the longer terms in here. So shorter terms experienced trader can use the ST to trade it also. So right now we're going to be looking into some of those shares we have in here. We got Jean in here wanting me to look at PJ Boomi. Okay, so let's look at PJ Boomi. I do think this is a construction shares, should be a nice uptrend. Looking at the chart wise first, so I'll just click one more time. PJ Boomi. Okay, stock chart, stock comment. Oh, okay, apparently hasn't turned any of the green pentagon yet. So this stock seems to be moving pretty much in the sideways, you can see from here, and towards down. I don't think I would hold on to these shares or whatever the case is, unless it does give me a good dividend. Else, why would we want to keep this kind of shares, isn't it, right? Let's take a look at the fundamental too. Fundamental is 59 times and the FA rating is NA, means not available, means it's zero lah. So not a good long-term share, not a good FA share. Fundamentally wise, not good. Stock chart also not good because no green pentagon. So just take note of it in here, right? Now, for whatever reason that you have got this PJ Boomi in here, if you have not got it yet, I highly advise look at other opportunities in here. And if you have gotten it, make some evasive action, or whoever advised you to have this trade idea of PJ Boomi, maybe you can check out with them. So let's take a look. And next one is Bonia, right? You want to align yourself with those the stage 2 shares and green pentagon shares, so that way you can keep up with it. So let's look at Bonia, which is up this morning. Again, Bonia, no green pentagon also, so have to wait wait until the green pentagon, else it can be still in a long nice downtrend in here. So not again, same reason that I was looking at the PJ Boomi. Let's take a look at the fundamentals, and fundamentals is pretty good. It gives a 10% dividend, ROE of 15%, and the P of 5 times. So this one does give a bit of a dividend, so that will be definitely a good one in here. All right, so let's look into our closing in here. Do sign up for our newsletter in the website or the QR code. You can get some of the news, and don't forget to subscribe to our subscribe to our YouTube, and also follow me on TikTok channel in here. And those of you who wanted to upgrade to a VSA 360 premium membership, definitely can do so at a very affordable prices in here. Lots of new features and great review from all of you in here. And if you have any other stocks other than those two, I'll be happy to look into them in here. If not, that's all we have for this morning in here, and I'll be back on Wednesday night for our live Facebook here. Do take note, this coming Friday I'll be off, so there won't be any breakfast show on VSA 360 for this coming Friday. So I'll be back on Wednesday night with our live Facebook talk on something very, very interesting, not so much in looking at the overall market, but on our own personality. So check me out on this coming Wednesday live Facebook at 9:30. Thank you for coming, and don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter, to our Telegram free stock chart in here. And Jean, I'll see you tonight at 9. No, tonight is for members only. Tonight is for members, 9:30 for tonight. Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, will be our live public talk for the psychology of money. That's all we have. Thank you for your attention, and have a nice day.